We are live again on a Thursday. I feel like it feels like forever since I last went on live. It feels like longer than a week since I were here. Feels a lot longer. So drop me a comment if you're here with me live. We're going to be talking about energy today. A very interesting topic, if I do say so myself. So if you're watching live, just let me know. We're going to get into it when a few of you have jumped on. I can see that somebody's on because I can see you there. So yeah, let me know if you're here. Let me know who you are. Say hello. Don't be shy. I don't bite. As you can see, I've had a bit of a change since I saw you all last. Yeah, I thought I'd go for something a bit autumnal. So I've gone for some autumnal hair. Very different. It looks even brighter in that light, to be honest. Hello, Kim. Hope you're all right. So yeah, we're going to talk about energy. Energy. So I hear this one a lot. People having lack of energy. All that lack of energy does is lead you to procrastinating, maybe. Not getting the things done that you want to do. I mean, if you're here watching live, even if you watch this on replay, actually, you can still do this. Just pop in the chat what lack of energy impacts in your life. So just let me know when you're feeling like lack of energy, what does it affect? What does it impact in your life? Let me know in the comments because I'm curious. I'm curious to know what it affects with you personally. I know for me, hello, nice to have you here. So I know when I'm tired and I've got no energy, it impacts my ability to do stuff. I procrastinate a lot. I say I've got things to do. I can't really be arsed. I can't be arsed. You know, that CBA type attitude. You can't be bothered to do anything. You feel a bit, and I like this word, I don't know if anyone else uses it, a bit aggy, a bit easily agitated. Yeah, a bit agitated. You feel a bit crap. You might fall out with your partner, or snap at your kids, or insert here what you do when you're tired. Oh, thank you. Love you and love your energy. Oh, thank you. Sending lots of love. You might get bored. Do you know when you're tired and you can't be bothered to do anything? How fun is this, right? You ever been tired and you can't be bothered to do anything? So you sit and watch telly, but you feel bored, so you eat. Or is that just me? So your lack of energy makes you sit on your bum, which makes you think, God, I'm bored. I'm going to eat. What? Please tell me that's not just me that does stuff like that. But that's another sort of side effect, let's say, of not having any energy. Hello, Nat. Nice to see you again. Shan's giving this. I can't do that face, like sweat drip. Am I resonating? Yes, I've been there before. You're like, can't be arsed. I'm tired. I'm gonna sit and watch telly. I'm bored. What can I eat? Totally me, Emma. Not just me then. I am glad that there's other people feeling that. So, and that comes from being lack of energy, doesn't it? You think, oh, I'm tired, I can't be arsed. How does that happen? Come full circle, that, doesn't it? Comes full circle. It can also have effects not only on your ability to be bothered to exercise, let's say, or be bothered to cook food and do the health and nutrition stuff, but what other things does it implement? Now, I know for a fact it has effect on my work because I'm not as productive. Does it have effect on your relationship? Does it have an effect on your health? What other things could a lack of energy affect in your life? So think outside of the box of like being healthy and exercising and eating well, but there's other things that lack of energy affects, isn't there? Family, your relationship with other people, your friendships maybe. I don't know. It depends who you are. So what we're going to do on this call, on this live, is that by the end of it, I'm going to give you some tips on how to improve your energy. But there's a but here. There's a but. Does anybody know what energy is? Does anybody know what energy is? Or what does energy mean to you? When I say the word energy, relationship with yourself. Yeah, because when you feel tired, you feel crap. You feel crappy. And then because you're not doing anything, you feel like, and this, I'm going to talk from what I feel like. And if you feel the same, let me know, because I'd love to know. So if I'm tired and I feel like crap, can't be bothered to exercise, I'm feeling knackered, then I'm looking at mirror like, God, you look awful. God, you're so lazy. You should be doing something. Then you're like, oh, I'm tired. I can't be asked to cook my food. I'm just going to get a bag of crisps out of the cupboard. Oh, God, look at me. Look at the state of me. Is anybody else like this? Just from being lack of energy tired. It all spirals into other things. It's like a domino effect, isn't it? It's like a domino effect that happens. It's like one thing, then another, then another. Then you've got negative self-talk. That comes up. I'm useless. I can't do anything. I'm tired. I'm shit. I'm this. I'm that. No. I can't stick to anything. I'll never lose the weight. I'm just going to be fat forever. Anybody else? Yes. I love that we've got some yeses. Well, listen, you're not alone. You're not alone. It happens to all of us. Yeah, it happens to us all. And, it's good to sort of address it, because a lot of people don't do this. We don't talk about this. We all talk about sticking to a diet plan or sticking to a training schedule. But you don't talk about all the stuff and the shit. I apologise if anyone's offended by swearing, but when I'm passionate, I like to let one out now and again. But we don't talk about all this sort of stuff that's really, really important. It's important. If we don't address it, we're never going to get results that we want. We're always going to be unhappy. We're always going to be stuck. And this is all just coming from energy, but it all has a knock-on effect. All of this stuff that I talk about all relates to each other. Doesn't it? Really? It all has a domino effect. I think exercise and nutrition are probably this much in the whole equation. Everything else is probably this much. And we're not addressing this much. We only address this much. So energy. What is energy? What is energy? Now, I've come up with my own thing here, right? And I'm really proud of this. And I'm going to call it my 3 pillars to energy. Because when people say energy, you lot may think, well, I get energy from sleep. Sleep gives me energy. Food energy. So, there is that, and that is part of energy. But I feel like there's 3 bits to energy, not just sleep and food and the actual energy, ingesting food that gives you energy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about other 2 pillars. Movement energy. You actually get energy from moving. And hear me out, because you're going to be thinking, well, if I'm tired, how can I be bothered to move? But have you ever noticed, right, when you start a workout, and I've been there when I do these sessions at 6 o'clock doing a boot camp, sometimes I'm thinking, I'm tired, I've been sat on my arse all day, I can't be bothered. Yes, I do think that sometimes. But do you know, when I finished at 7 o'clock, woohoo! I'm on it, I'm awake now, I've just been jumping around, but before, not so much. Does anybody find that sometimes, that you can't be bothered, but once you do the movement, the exercise, the thing, whatever it might be, afterwards you think, actually, I feel better. To my surprise, I feel better. Does anybody else get like that? So you can't be bothered initially, but once you've done your movement, hey presto, you're awake. Yeah? So that's another part of energy. And then the other one, and the word I've used to describe this, Paulette, yeah, that's so true. Emma, I feed off others by association. God, I couldn't even say that then. Association. That's all them bits. I have actually had more coffees than usual today, which I'm going to admit to. Totally, hell yes. Yeah, so the third one then is, and I like this word, I say it a lot, vibes. Vibes. That's the third pillar of energy for me, is vibes. The energy that you give off as a person. Now, if you are a negative person, or if you knock about with negative people, do you not feel, here's a good scenario. Anybody working at office, let me know if you do. I used to. I didn't enjoy it. But you go into office, right, and Sandra, or whoever, is whinging about everything, and you start to feel like Sandra does. You're like, chuffing hell, you know what? Today's a bad day. That energy, that vibe, Shan, yes, Paulette, yes, it's infectious. It's infectious. That's energy. That is energy. You are taking on someone else's negative energy, which then brings you down and makes you feel like crap. Yeah? It's same with positive energy though. It's like attracts like. If you are positive, you can, and you can make other people feel positive as well. It's infectious. So think about that as well. And I am going to address the sleep thing. I am going to address things you can do to change these 3 things. But I'm just trying to open your mind a little bit. Energy is not just having a good night's kip. Energy is the energy you give off. And you need to be really honest with yourself. I've left a Teams meeting before because of negative energy. I could feel it bringing me down. Yeah. It's true though, isn't it? It's true. And like, I didn't used to be, but I'm very protective of my energy now. And I don't really hang around with people who bring me down because I just think I can't let myself drop. I need to stay high vibe, as I call it. And so I try and stick around with people who keep that up for me. So I want you to think about your energy that you give off. And be honest. If you've not got positive, I'm not saying you have to be jumping around all the time. You know, I have crap days. Crap happens. I'm not going to say shit, you know. But I have bad days. But I'm just saying, in general, if you walk around and you're that person, you're that Sandra at office, right? That might need addressing because that is a form of energy. And if you're not giving off good energy, you're not going to get it back. You're not. And that's going to bring you down. All these components, these 3 pillars, if you address all 3, it will shift your life completely. And I know I say that a lot about a lot of things. I only say it because I know from experience. Because I used to be knackered in a negative environment. And I didn't used to move as much as I do now. And I felt like crap. And it weren't until I addressed these things where I do feel energized. Even when I've had a bad sleep, can I just say. So just putting that out there. Think about the 3 pillars, not just the sleep thing. Because that's all people think about. So without energy, everything in life is affected. Yeah? And, you know, one of the main things that I do when I work with clients, and I know that some of you are on here because I've seen you commenting, is we address your energy. We talk about your energy. How to get better sleep, that's one of the things, but how to raise your vibration, your energy, how you feel about everything in life, because that is one of the main things that you need to do. You need to be a force of nature, and you need energy to emit out. Now, so think about then, so we're going to go through each of the 3 pillars and some things that you can do to either self-assess and see where you need to improve or to improve. Shanna, I just want to give up and start the day again. Emma, if I feel negative, I tend to hide it away until I get past it. Don't like to foist it on others. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not good to open up, because there's a difference between like sort of, do you know how some people are just negative full stop? It's like everything's a whinge, everything's a this. I think there's a difference between being that and being like, listen, I'm struggling and I need to talk. Completely different. So like, you know, I'm not saying that people can't have a bad day and talk about it, because that's how you get through it. But I'm talking about is like, oh, look at weather, proper crap, ain't it? Oh, this British, oh, bloody hell. Oh, I went in Aldi, couldn't get bloody parked. That's what I mean. That energy that's like, God, you're draining me. Like that vibe. Not like, you know what, I'm on a bad day, I feel a bit crap about myself, I need someone to talk to. Completely different. So like, don't feel like you've got to hide your emotions. I'm just talking about general negative, full stop. So if you're that person, that could be one of the things that maybe needs to be addressed a little bit in order for you to have more energy. What's Shan say? I haven't got the energy to be angry. And I say this about holding grudges takes too much energy. That is true. Did you know, right? Being angry and holding grudges definitely takes up more mental capacity than being kind and forgiving and polite. 100%. You can't let shit affect you. And if it does, work on it, release it, let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So a few things then. when it comes to vibes, let's talk about vibes. Let's talk about vibes. And this one is sometimes a very, very hard one. Because there is a saying, I say it a lot, is you become like the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Think about that, please. I'm not saying divorce your husband. I'm not saying dump your kids. But what I am saying is, if you spend time with people that are negative, that don't support you, that sort of knock you down, people that I haven't got any friends like that because I wouldn't even associate myself with people like that. But do you know, people say, oh, what are you doing that for? Why would you do that? Like, do you know, people that nag at you, just think about the 5 people right now, right this second, while you're on this call with me, please do this. Think about the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Think about it. Think about their vibes, their personality and who they are. Do they make you feel good? Did they bring you down? Did they support you? Nods head, dumping kids sounds like a plan. Yeah, we can't do that, can we? Can't just chuck them in bin. But you know what I mean? So do think about the people that you're spending time with, because that is one of the biggest vibe killers, is knocking about with people who piss on your parade. Let's put it politely. Piss on your parade. Yeah, I apologise if the kids are there, Shan. But think about the circle of people that you keep. And I know it's hard, but if you are not getting something good energetically from the people that you're spending time with, it's time to find a new bunch of friends, or limit the exposure to them people, person, whoever it might be. I'm telling you now, if you hang around with people that lift you up and light you up, you will become a better version of yourself. Hands down, full stop. 100%. So please do think about that. And a little self-assessment in your life right now with the people you spend time with. Also, when it comes to your vibes, you know, if you've got stuff going on in your life, right, that's affecting you, that's bringing you down, you have got negative self-talk, you have, you know, limiting beliefs, things that hold you back. Maybe your weight is an issue, maybe it upsets you, but they're things that you have to work on yourself, and they will make you feel better. But working on your energy from the off, I think it was Carol who I spoke to, one of my clients, who said that we did this thing, what comes first, like the fat loss, then I'll be confident, or you get the confidence, then the fat loss happens. And believe it or not, a lot of people think, well, I'll be confident when I lose my stone. That's what people think. Actually, the other way round is the way that works more effectively, is work on confidence, then you'll boss anything. And it's the same with this principle. Like, yeah, you might think, yeah, well, I'll feel better and I'll have a higher vibe when I lose weight, or when I do this, or when I do that. But the thing is, work on your energy now and showing up every single day with all this enthusiasm and positivity. Work on the shit that you've got to work on to get there, and all the goals that you have will start to fall into place. Because you can't attack your goals with a negative frame of mind, because it's not going to work. You're going to fall at the first hurdle. Full stop. Bosh. That's it. That is it. So that's vibes. Sleep. We're going to address this because it is a big thing. A lot of people don't get enough. I appreciate some people have got children. You know, I know that makes it a lot more difficult. So Carol, totally agree. It's been working for me. Carol, you smashed it. You are still smashing it. Inspirational is what you are, Carol. So yeah, what's your current sleep routine like? Because we all say, yeah, I'm tired, I don't get enough sleep. What are you doing at night? What are you doing at night? Are you doing this? Are you doing this in bed? I see you. I've done it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not perfect. You know, when you're playing on your phone and it falls on your face in bed. Yeah, I've done it. So think about your routine, because if you want to get better sleep, and like I say, if you've got kids, it might be slightly different. I know you've got to do their routine and stuff, but also think about what you're doing around bedtime. Are you going up to bed and playing on your phone for an hour? You are not letting your brain switch off. You're not letting it switch off. You've got lights. lights off, phones away. Emma, read. That's what I do now. Didn't used to, but for the past quite a long time, maybe a year or so, I've read before bed, because that is me switching my brain off. So, Paulette, totally agree. Try not to have some peace. Yeah, so do things that actually wind you down, not playing on social media. And like, if you've got things in your head that are stopping you from getting tired, let's say you've got, I've got all this stuff in my head and I've got to this tomorrow, I've got to that tomorrow. Get a bloody journal out and write down the things you've got to do. Clear your mind of all the stuff that's keeping you awake. And then you're not going to forget. You'll wake up tomorrow, you can address that tomorrow. But bedtime is for sleep. Bedtime isn't for playing on this and thinking about things. It's for relaxation and releasing. So just think about your current morning and night routine, because morning's just as important. How you wake up, how you're getting out of bed, what are you doing first thing in the morning? Again, are we playing on this? Filling ourselves with negative vibes, negative people, or comparing ourselves to all these fitness models that look perfect, that are probably airbrushed. How do you start your morning? What frame of mind? That links into vibes too, can I say? Because I'm not being funny, if I get this out first thing and start scrolling through all these Insta models, I'm not being funny, I don't wake up feeling great about myself. I keep thinking, well, I don't look like that. Definitely don't look like that, and I don't feel like it at this time in the morning either. So think about your current routine. Is it serving you? Think. Got to be self-assessment, this. Self-assessment. Shan, I've started doing guided sleep meditation to help me drop to sleep, and now I can't sleep without them. I do that every night. Every night. Without fail. And I normally do the same one, and I do one in the morning as well, a visualization thing. It's only like 9 minutes, headphones in, and I visualize my life. I visualize everything about it. All the client transformations that are going to happen. All the wonderful things I'm going to experience. How good I'm going to be at roller skating. That's definitely one that comes into mind as well. But you know what I mean? How you start and end your day impacts, yes, your sleep energy, resting, but also your vibes. Your vibes. And having crap sleep and not sleeping enough makes you feel like crap, which makes you have crap vibes. It's a lot of crap here because I would normally say shh, but I'm not doing it. Mum, watching TV in bed, but I spend all my time with you. So I'm very happy, but tired. Mum, I've told you to turn telly off at night. Haven't I? We'll have this conversation when I get downstairs. All right. So that's addressing the sleep side of it. Carol, just started using meditation, not just for nighttime. Very good. You started doing meditation and daytime in the day as well, didn't you? Which had a big effect, a good effect. And then the last one, movement. And I'm not going to say anything to do with gym, right? This is not about moving to exercise. This is about movement in general. Now, I don't know if any of you got me on Instagram, but you might notice that I tend to post the odd video of me, even sometimes in my pyjamas, because I'm not bothered, with my music on, and I'm pumping and mucking about. I might be roller skating. Just if you come to boot camp, if you come on virtual boot camp, I'm always dancing about. I'm always moving. It's probably a habit now, actually. I just do it. But even dancing around is movement. And Tony Robbins, if anybody doesn't know Tony Robbins, please Google him. He's a legend. And I've done some of his events. And you can create energy in your body from moving. Again, referencing back, if you're sat on your backside all day, do you feel energized? No. When I'm sat here on this laptop for 6 hours straight with odd wee break, and that's about it, I get off this chair and I'm like, I'm knackered. Completely knackered. Whereas, do you know, if I get up, go downstairs, put some music on, start, banging some tunes out, dancing around, doing that lifts you. It lifts your energy. It puts you in a peak state, as Tony Robbins calls it. A peak state. Makes you feel good. And when you feel good, vibes are on point and it lifts your energy. Yes, it might be temporary, but if you make a habit of moving more, singing, dancing, not only does it make you feel better and you feel more energized, but your vibes are good. You're high vibe, you feel great. And when all these components put together, that's when magic happens. That's when you can transform your life. Do you know what I mean? All these three pillars, if you can take control of all three of them, happy days. Your life will shift. It will 100% shift. So, I mean, just put in the comments if you sort of can resonate with this sort of stuff. If you think, do you know what? I've always thought it were all about sleep. I really don't think about the other two. Or if you've had any like takeaways where you think, do you know what? That's going to help me, that. Let me know. Because I'd love to know. I'd love to know if something is made you just go, oh, I'm missing that. I'm missing that. So 3 things for you to go away and assess, self-assess your sleep routines, the people that you're spending time with, your vibes, your crew, your team, whatever, your squad, who you're spending a lot of time with, and how much are you really moving? Exercise aside, even though exercise does obviously bring your energy up, but exercise aside, how much do you move? Do you dance and sing? Do you enjoy yourself? What's going on? Or do you just sit watching telly, scrolling on social media? Low vibe. Yeah? Let me know. Shan, 100%. Days where I don't do anything, I will nap in the afternoon. But days where I'm busy, I can go all day and not feel tired. Yeah? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like, don't have coffee. I used to live off coffee. A couple of years ago, I used to like IV, intravenous coffee, obsessed with it. All the time, it's all I drank. I only have one in the morning now. The odd day, like today, when I've nipped out to see my friend, I have had another one. And I've had a Monster, sugar-free Monster, which I ain't had for ages. Today's like a magical one-off day. But I don't drink coffee anymore, really. I just have one in the morning because I do actually enjoy it. I have a black coffee in the morning. But, if you're constantly living off coffee, you just go in, up, oh, I need another one. Oh, it's not proper energy. You're just masking the problem, which is addressing these 3 pillars. Emma, think you're the one I'm around most these days. Dangerous, but keeps me lively. Yeah. True though, that innit? You spend way too much time with me, but it's not a bad thing. I'm guessing it's not a bad thing because you seem quite happy. So I'm not making you upset or sad or anything. So that's a good thing. Paulette, definitely spot on with all 3. I often dance by myself with my disco lights on. Yes, Paulette, that's what I've been doing downstairs. Oh, love it. Limiting time with negative people is so true. Just need to get a better sleep routine. Yeah, and if it's something like, if it's your sleep routine that's the main issue, then think about, right, what can I do to make this better? Realistically as well, I always say, don't set your stall out too large. Do things that you can do that are quite simple, not like when people say, right, every night I'm going to get to bed for 9 o'clock, I'm going to read for 1 hour, right, let's take it steady. Small changes make the biggest results, not massive changes that you'll do for 2 nights and you'll sack it off. So small things are important. They all add up, don't they, at the end of the day? It's like when people say, oh, they only lost £1. Yes, but if you lose £1 consistently, even if it was every month, you'd lose £12 by the end of the year. I know it don't sound like a lot initially, but it all adds up. And you don't even notice that you're changing your lifestyle. It just changes organically. Yeah? So they are my 3 pillars. I hope this one's really helped you because I know that you lot were saying to me, I want to know about energy. So obviously I'm going to be here next week. It's going to be a topic of your lot's choice. If you've got things that you think I really would like to know more about, let me know. Let me know because I want to do things that you lot benefit from because that's the whole point in this group is to help you lot level up in life and get the results that you want on your health and fitness journey. So one last thing to say, I've been on here for nearly half an hour. This is my longest one. Woo! The Mind and Body Academy opens on Monday. I've had a few people ask me, does that mean that I can't start it if it opens on Monday and I don't start on Monday? No, it's an ongoing thing. It's going to be an ongoing thing. But on Monday is when it opens and there's an early bird price until Monday. When it opens on Monday, so at midnight on Sunday night, the price will go to the price it's going to be. At the minute, it's on an early bird discount, so it's lower. So if it's something that you're thinking of doing, you will save money if you're in before Sunday. But that doesn't mean you can't join. It just means the price is going to be a little bit higher, that's all. So if you do join before Monday as well, you will also get a free recipe book, which I will send to you on PDF, so you've got that on your phone. if you've got any questions about it, please just ask me. It's going to be covering all this sort of stuff in depth. It's going to be covering negative self-talk, how to get rid and overcome it. It's going to be talking about how to actually set goals and achieve them. Massive thing that people don't do. There's some neuro-linguistic programming in there, if you've ever heard of that. So there's certain special little bits of secret sauce that I've put in there for you as well. Some, I'm not going to let on to too much, but there's a lot of good stuff in there, and I think you're all really going to like it. So yeah, if it is something that you think might benefit you and you want to know more, just ask. Just ask. You're not committing by asking. You're just getting some answers to questions, that's all. There's a lot in there about limiting beliefs, about self-talk, about energy, different pillars of energy, loads of things like that. You get workbooks for every single thing that we go through. And there's 30 topics. 30 topics, and you get a workbook. And you get me every single week coaching you through it. And you get me 3 times a week for exercise. That's it. You get me 4 times a week. That's it. 4 times if that's enough. So let me know if you want any more details. If you want the sign up link, again, let me know. I'll send it all through to you. But Sunday night is when the price will go up at midnight. If you've got value from this, let me know. I like to have feedback. If there's anything you want me to talk about next week, let me know. Thank you everyone who's been on today. I appreciate you all. I love seeing you every single Thursday. So speaking of seeing you, I might do a Zoom call one day where we can all actually jump on and I can actually see you, because that would be amazing. But other than that, have an amazing evening, and I will see you all next Thursday at 7:30. Bye everyone.